of Monterey pop, and I just love that.
And then after that it was Altamont, and then it just went down from there.
Oh yeah.
That was just a disaster.
But there were many pop festivals and stuff held all over this country that were similar in size. They ranged in size from the size of
Well, I like those documentaries they've been doing on Jimi Hendrix and Janis Joplin with that train festival they had up in Canada. Every stop they made was a fantastic onesie, you know, and it was at a time that they were all free and easy because it wasn't as crazy as it was down here.
Right. It was, and you know, I think they were liking living on the train. It was working. They were all jamming and staying. They were all staying up all night and so. Have you seen the movie he's talking about? Do you know about it? It's called. I can't remember.
Oh, man.
Something train, festival train or something.
Something like that. The rotation on it is so weird. You can't really figure out when they're going to play it. But they usually play it in conjunction with a Janis Joplin documentary and a Jimi Hendrix documentary, and they block off. Or even there's a Canned Heat one out there now too.
Oh yeah,
I really like that one.
I can tell you a
I've
Canned
seen
Heat
one
story.
on Janis Joplin. She was an interesting character. Tragic end, but
Yes.
interesting.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah.
Did you use the same footage or did you use
No.
different
This is all
footage?
brand new. I just shot some footage the last Friday night on a whim. I didn't realize the carnival was around, so I went down there. I waited till dark.
Oh, you went back to the carnival?
Yeah, a year later.
Where is it?
Asheville Mall. I don't know if it's still there. That was Friday night. Now, prior to that,
There's
they had
a
that
carnival
fireman's
in
thing.
town.
Yeah, I don't know
I
if
love
it's still
carnivals.
there. I don't know if it's still there, but they had the same. It was the same company that they had the year before. So it was like the same machinery, same. They were just sort of moved around in a different way, and it changed the whole feel of the place. So I decided to convey that.
Well, that's good. That's one thing I want to see more people at URTV doing is shooting events as they're happening.
Community, yeah.
Yeah. Give us a flavor of not just of Asheville, but the surrounding area. That's what I've been trying to do for 2 years now,
Well, I was shooting one last night.
and accomplishing some. What were you shooting?
I think they call them B-boys. The guys that like spin on their heads and,
Oh yeah.
and do all that. They were out in front of the art museum last night. Jonathan called me on the phone, and they'd gone to eat there at a restaurant across the street, and said, they're out here quick. And I was sitting here in the lobby, so I checked out a camera and ran down there and
And there was still breakdancing or bowl.
yeah,
whatever you call it.
they were just really getting into it. Yeah, so
That's guerrilla video.
so I got them and.
Get it quick, get it cheap.
Right, I've got it in the camera now. I could throw it in one of these cameras and play it back. We could watch it, but I'm gonna wait and just edit it down to the better segments.
Yeah.
And I've got some of the. It's mesmerizing the intensity of the color. You pump the color a bit on this one.
I pumped up a lot on this one. It's
Yeah.
super layered. Once again, the audio
Audio, shall
Yeah.
we hear a little bit? It's just,
it's machinery and screaming. So
well, that
depends on what.
I'm gonna turn our mics down so you can hear what I'm. I'm not. I changed my mind. Changed my mind.
It's more screaming than
What software do you use for that?
Final Cut.
Well, I'll let you hear it. I'll bring our mics down and let you hear it. bag.
See, there was Jonathan. He's the secret master of the universe.
Secret master of the universe?
Yeah, here at URTV at least, he knows all the secrets. And will probably come in and tell us if we ask him.
All right. Well, there's something very odd. I feel a vibration in.
Well, it's not the tea because I've been drinking it too.
I only feel it when I put my hands on.
Really?
Maybe it's me.
Are you vibrating? Talking about the
No,
box, the control box? Is it hot?
Oh, no. No. It's just when I put my hands on these.
Together?
knobs.
Is
It feels like a
60 cycle?
it feels like a vibrator in there to me. No, I don't feel it there. Only here.
Just on the fader.
It's got to be something to do with me. Let me see if I feel it in the other hand. Yes. That's weird. I can't even figure that one out.
It's not often.
So you've got your fingers on the pulse of things, that's why.
Yeah.
No, it is what I thought. It's the DVD recorder.
Uh-huh.
Oh, the hum of the
Speeding.
okay.
Either the recorder or the player.
Mystery is solved as we do with mysteries here.
I cannot tell which, but it's either the recorder or the player. Look at that. Oh, it's much better in full frame.
Yep.
Goes the bottom part.
You do all that in Final Cut?
Final Cut.
Why don't you use Photoshop or something? Layers.
Because I love Final Cut. I'm addicted.
Well, I'm addicted to Adobe Pro, but I use lots of other programs.
Well, I go back and forth with a lot of things. It all depends on what I'm doing. I just finished doing a
Yeah.
documentary at work, and I
that's
used
right.
everything I had available to me
Yeah.
just to squeak by. But I just love this. Final Cut is made for wallpaper.
Oh, you think?
Oh, I know.
Oh,
Oh, I know.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, you see the things I do. I don't have Final Cut. I'm on a PC.
Yeah, but you do really great at what you do.
But actually, the software is not important. It's what you do with it.
That's true.
I was telling that to Richard Bernier, one of our other producers here, because he did a really nice piece. It's about Carl Munpower,
Uh-huh.
who I happen to like.
I
But
know.
even if you don't like him,
I
it's
know.
still a good piece, and it might
I
make
know.
you like him. So watch it.
I know Richard's.
But seriously, no.
Richard's doing very good pieces about
Yeah.
people I don't like.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
but let me finish the point, and I complimented on him that it was good because it is. It's innovative. It's artistic.
Uh-huh.
It gets the message across. It keeps your interest. And he said, but I just used Windows Movie Maker, which is free software that comes on Windows.
Wow. And that,
And I said,
I understand it's better than it used to be, but I'm telling you, it was awful. It's hard to work with Movie Maker.
I know, but what my point to him was that it's not what you used, it's what you did that I was
That's right.
complimenting.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can take substandard tools and turn out excellent work, you deserve even more of a compliment.
I
But
agree.
Final Cut Pro, of course, is one of the top line NLEs or nonlinear editors out there. So
Well, also I give it a little kick because we replicate it. So we replicate. Yeah, Apple's one of our biggest.
You manufacture that. That's
Yeah.
one of yours.
then I know where you work now.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's the mastering guy.
They may be they're changing things a little bit, so I'm not going to talk about it too much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, even when we do film to film to film and then onto video, I'll still use Final Cut Pro at the end. You know, I'll get bits and pieces of like Vegas and I still go back to Final Cut Pro.
Well, you know, of course, I'm sold on.
Not the new one, not the brand new one,
Yeah.
not 6.
Well, I like I like Premiere, but they both started as the same
Yeah,
program,
yeah.
so they're very similar.
Is that why they're similar? I didn't know
Yeah,
this.
I played with Final Cut, you know, and I know how to use it. Not all the ins and outs, but I could get by in it.
But you work in Premiere.
Yeah, since 1980 something, when it first came out.
Right.
So I'm sort of used to it.
See, the thing is, I'm used to the world of film, and now that you can do everything you did on film, and it's already preset for you in video,
Yeah.
the verbiage and everything is very similar, or similar enough that you could assimilate
Yeah.
from film to video
Yeah.
easily enough with Final Cut.
I did some film work. I did a lot of sound work for films, but I didn't do much film editing. So, but still, knowing about sound really helped me when I got into video.
Yeah, I never really did any film work except sound, and all but video is all I ever
Yeah.
really
Well,
edited and stuff.
How do you like that microphone?
It sounds excellent.
I think it's like $60 retail.
Oh, really?
You can get cheaper on eBay, which is how I got it. It's a real nice barrier conference microphone. It works just perfect for the things I want to use it for.
Is it sensitive enough? I haven't heard. I mean, is that
Well,
microphone sensitive enough?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
What I use it for is on my Rapid Ralph programs, I just toss it in the back seat and it picks up the ambient noise of the road and of the vehicle. And
Uh-huh.
that's amplified by being right over the rear axle, so I get that real nice rumble sound when I speed up and everything. So very important in setting the atmosphere. Rapid Ralph every Monday at 7 p.m. here on URTV, Channel 20, Asheville, North Carolina, the land of the sky.
Its self noise was quite similar to this microphone I noticed, which was
Yeah.
it's okay.
Well, my project now, I finally got around to finishing out constructing my boom microphone. You know, I got a $20 paint roller extender at one of the big box home stores and mounted my shotgun mic on it. I've got it on a light stand. I've got a 25-pound sandbag holding down the light stand. So now, you know, I've got the boom mic right over me, and you can't sit in the picture, and it works really good. Not at this moment, but at my studio at home. So, and also for less than $20 on eBay, I picked up one of those 5-in-1 reflectors. It folds up to about that big around, but it unfolds to that. It's got white and silver foil and gold foil and translucent both sides. Pat and I tried it out today. It really makes a difference out in the sunshine. That's not new technology. They've been using that for over 100 years. All the silent films, when you see people filming a silent film, they usually have those big reflectors.
Right.
Right.
So that's what I've been doing.
Right.
Shooting a lot of waterfalls.
Me, I use big white pieces of poster board and aluminum foil.
Well, I did that for a long time too, but this was so cheap and it folds up easily and it looks good, so I got it. Still got my big piece of bin fang board though. Poster board.
Right. Look at it. It's just swimming, isn't it?
You should see closer to the end. It's
Now,
it
is
gets
this
intenser.
is this going to be an episode as well?
Yes, this.
Okay.
Yeah, I just I shot it Friday. Finally had one night, and I put it all together. I did it up. Told Michael about it, and it's going to be 2 weeks from now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because we have a really nice show on tonight. VJ DJ that's done some animation, and he's local, and that's on 11:30 tonight, right after Mount Dungeon.
Right. That's right.
So hopefully I'm going to record that whole block.
And how about you, Ralph? You got a Rapid Ralph coming on?
Want to have some fun?
Yeah.
Okay, everybody, here we go.
You can put it on the table. It'll dance for you. Just have to keep it from committing suicide.
That's all right. We have a chicken surgeon. Ralph's having too much fun.
Ralph's trying to help us out here, keep us from totally dying. That's it. Ralph's trying to help us out and keep us from totally dying.
Come on, let's do it again.
Is that where you out, Ralph?
Yeah, that's a lot of dancing, man. Now that deserves more cookies. Yeah, I've got a Rapid Ralph on, but I forget which one it is. There's so many of them. But
And what else you got? You got a Tex Ralph coming on?
oh, I did turn in a brand new program. Yeah, I've got Tex Ralphs turned in for the next year. I think literally.
Really?
Yeah, I turned in 100.
Wow.
I got 101 that I'll turn in shortly.
Wow. So you
But-
don't even
but the
have
show-
any idea what your next episode is, do you?
No,
Go
but
ahead.
the next show I have coming up is called Waterfall Fun.
Oh.
And it's stuff, most of it's stuff that we shot over in the Cumberland Plateau over Memorial Day weekend.
Mm-hmm.
For example, we went to one fall and it was about 15 feet high. It was sort of boring. And then these 7 or 8 people on ATVs came and started riding up and down the waterfall, and it's exciting. You got to watch it to believe it. We had,
Riding up and down the waterfall in the water.
literally, and I got it both at regular speed and also some really neat slow motion sequences. And
Well, do they slip and fall a lot and stuff, or does it hold pretty good?
they helped pretty good. Some of them had to restart sometimes. They didn't get all the way up. But it was pretty exciting.
Well,
And
people-
also we went to Falls Creek Falls near Pikeville, Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a real hot day on Sunday. A lot of people were swimming in the waterfall. People were going through the curtain of water and sticking their heads back out and everything.
Right.
It's 30 minutes of nothing but fun at waterfalls.
Okay. When will that be on? Do you know?
Kurt could tell you probably next week. I don't know.
All right. Watch out. I'm going to pour this out, and
pour it.
and I'm famous for
Spillage,
splatterage.
splatterage. That's a good word.
Yes.
Folks, you need to come down here. I'm serious. This is the Mad Scientist Tea Party. It's open microphone. Anyone can talk about pretty much about anything. If you get too far off the reservation, we'll let you know about it.
Well, I was thinking about it the other day, and I hadn't realized I hadn't said it enough. I hadn't explained to people that this is public access TV,
Right.
and that this is the neighborhood, the community's opportunity to come on television and talk about what they want to talk about, issues or whatever that they want to do. This is their foot in the door, so to speak, into the media of television, and that for a relatively low membership fee, they can join URTV and submit programming.
Yeah. And we'll put it on. It's your TV. You are TV. Your TV. Hence the name. Sometimes you got to explain that, but that's what it's for.
Yeah. So
It's
it's
great.
your
It's great.
TV, right?
Yeah, it's your TV.
Your TV, and I'm sitting here and hogging it, and so it could be that you're not watching this show because you've watched it before and you said, I'm not going to watch that boring thing, so you should come down here and depose me, but you and take it over and do your more interesting show, but you don't know I'm saying that because you don't watch it.
I hear a thunder of people coming this way. No,
Mm-hmm.
seriously, you can develop your own shows and show them on URTV at no charge other than your yearly membership fee. And it's great. We've got classes to teach you how to do it. If you don't know how to use it, we've got camera equipment and tripods and lights and microphones you can rent. And the rent is free, by the way.
Yeah, you can just check them out.
Check
Like
'em out,
once
not
you've been
rent.
certified on the equipment, you can check it out just like a
That's
book
right.
from the library, and you take a high definition camera out and
And
video your family picnic, and then come and show it to all your neighbors.
Or you can use the studios here. We're in Studio B, and we also have Studio A,
Right, and Studio A is the big time.
and big time.
Yeah, just like the big boys have.
Yeah, it's got 3 cameras, lots and lots of lights and big blue screen, all sorts of good stuff. You can put on some major productions in there, and we have.
Unlike the dinky.
Are we getting excited, folks? Get excited. Get down here. Bring cookies.
Unlike the dinky closet that we come out of for the tea party.
Yeah.
Can you hear that? If you listen real good, you can hear the size of the room. You know, it's true.
Well, if you measure your screen, you pretty well have it. It's not big, but then that's the magic of TV. You can look like you're somewhere huge when you're not, when you're in the broom closet.
That's right.
We have taken the brooms out of this closet, though.
It's a little bit bigger than the broom closet, but not much bigger than many broom closets.
And mops too, and well, the squeegee buckets. I always like those.
Right.
Yeah.
So but we do okay. We have a lot of fun in here.
So on your way yet?
So you see, I'm just real laid back today. That's good.
I like your wardrobe.
Oh, you like
Yeah, I
you
love
like the
that,
pattern on my shirt? It blends in.
It does. It do.
I'm a chameleon.
Comma chameleon.
That's right.
Yeah. John's pretty transparent sometimes. So.
Mm-hmm. I'm thinking about going into government. I believe in transparency in government.
Oh, you go in the wrong place then.
Well,
They
looks like
believe
we're
it.
coming to the. It looks like we're coming to the end of this
Oh,
one.
we played a half hour already? Doesn't feel
Oh,
like
yeah.
it. Jeez.
Well, it came on after the 4:20,
I suppose.
and it's 5:10.
It's 5:10. It's 5:08.
I can leave at
actually.
5:30. I have to go to AB Tech.
What you doing at AB Tech?
There's a graduation I'll be filming.
Okay, is that Marcia's graduation?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought AB Tech already had their graduation. Is it?
Yeah, Joe graduated.
Yeah. So
I guess they have a bunch of graduations.
maybe they do. Maybe it depends on the program.
Yes.
That tea is hot.
Yes, it is. Are you okay? Do you need to go?
I'm more than okay, but I mean, it's.
Do you need to go run cold water on your hand, or?
No, it's not that bad. I'm tough.
Okay.
Ah! Oh, no, I'm tough.
Well, this will catch that
Lots of
live.
sugar. Oh, I don't want to melt my microphone cord, though. It probably wouldn't.
Yeah. Well, so did you get that one off eBay, or you bought it new? Or did you get that off eBay?
Yeah, I got it off eBay. It was, they said it was unused, and it looked like it was. I have no reason to disbelieve them.
Well, I need to find out its number. Don't you think?
So Shure Microflex MX393/C
Well,
cardioid condenser microphone.
what? Cardioid? What? Card?
Cardioid.
Huh? A cardioid?
That's what it says. I have no reason to disbelieve it. Disbelieve it.
I thought that.
They had one similar to that one down at Mr. Pond down the street.
I thought that-
We don't want to give them any.
Oh, the pawn shop.
Yeah,
They had one of those.
The converter guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
They
Well,
had one in the case there for a
yeah.
while.
Did you notice its price?
I don't, because a lot of the times you can't see them. You can't look underneath the shelf, even though it's clear. They got something underneath it.
Well, it's always best to look up on the internet what the price is and then go in.
Because they base theirs on that, and then they go
Yeah.
up to 20 or 40%.
But you can talk them
Okay.
down.
All right. Now let me see it
You're
again.
lucky to retail.
Yeah.
Show me the bottom again.
Certainly.
Okay. Let me and just leave it upside down for a minute.
I'm sorry if I sound upside down, folks, but John's looking at the bottom of my microphone. I think it's still a current model.
Okay.
But if you had a couple for in here, you would have this table covered. Although one in the center would probably cover it. This is designed to be put on the center of a conference table and to
Well,
adequately
I'll tell
cover
you what,
everyone around the table.
it make, I'm listening to headphones, you know,
Yeah.
it makes a difference between whether you're speaking directly over it, or if you turn and face the camera, it changes a little bit, you begin
Yeah,
to lose that a
well,
little
yeah,
bit.
naturally.
I have, the reason I was surprised it said cardioid on it is because
You were surprised.
I was surprised.
I was surprised you were surprised.
Well, here, I'll tell you why I was surprised. I actually studied boundary microphones in school, and I've told the story before that where I went to school, we had a pair of some of the first boundary mics ever made by the guy that invented them, and they were handmade. And I was always under the impression that a boundary microphone was considered hemispherical. The pattern was a hemispherical pattern rather than a
Well, I thought so too, but
But it might be considered cardioid if you pick it up and have it hanging in the air instead of
Yeah.
sitting on the table.
well,
you see what I mean?
but it's designed to work flat. The reason, folks, it's called a barrier microphone is that the tabletop is a barrier to sound, so it's more effective the way it's designed because the sound's being bounced back and forth.
Mhm.
That's a lousy explanation, isn't it? Yeah. But I know what it is and what it does, so.
Right. It's for pressure. It's a pressure zone microphone.
Right.
When a sound wave encounters a barrier, it creates a pressure zone.
Yeah,
That's what it's all
which makes it more efficient. And
based on. Yeah, and
Yeah.
they seem to work quite nicely. I mean,
it's
I'm
a
not.
simple concept, but it's one of those simple concepts that work.
It sounds nice. Yes.
Yeah.
We like it.
I love the way it sounds.
Mm-hmm.
I'm lucky. I've accumulated several good sounding microphones for different purposes. This, my shotgun mic, my Rode mic.
I could turn my mic up and sound. I could just lean into my mic and sound better. Did I ever show you the mic in the green box over there?
No, in the ammo box.
Yeah.
I know what the box is.
Well, you know that it's an ammo box.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
quite well actually.
It's an ammo box with switches on it and things.
Oh yeah, I see you've mounted stuff in it. Yeah.
And you never really saw this. I'm surprised.
No, I
I'll
haven't.
show you that here. See, it has switches and stuff on it.
Yeah.
Here, take it and just have a look at it yourself. Just
Okay.
open it up and.
Yeah, I'm looking at what you got in the front. There's
Okay.
fuse, switch, turned on.
Well,
It doesn't matter.
it doesn't matter until it's plugged in, really.
But XLR is, what's that for? Power?
Actually, that's where the mic, the power to the microphone.
Yeah, okay. Oh, okay.
Might be hard to open.
Yeah, I used to be able to rip them open real quick because we had to.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so how long have you had that one?
A few years.
Did you
That is
redesign the
nice,
inside?
yeah.
Okay.
Don't you have no brass stud? How do you know which way it is?
See where the
Boy,
X is?
Okay, is that
That's-
front or back?
That's
Only
the
you
front.
know,
That's
right?
the front.
Hello, hello. Yep.
Yeah, let me see. Would you like to see the inside?
Yeah. Well, where's the power supply for it? Oh, is it batteries?
No. It plugs in.
Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah, that's what. Okay, I got it. I understand.
It's a nice little box to have.
The one thing you don't have.
There we go.
Oh,
You like it?
yeah,
You like my work?
yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, let me see. You know, I am a NASA certified solder inspector. Now,
You are.
That's adequate, John.
It's adequate.
You know what's wrong with your soldering?
What, you think I got too much solder on the
Yeah,
copper?
yeah.
There's a reason for that, and you know
Okay.
I'll tell you what the reason is. The solder traces that I made there, I used a Sharpie to draw out the solder patterns, and it made a sketchy I mean, it didn't. It made a sketchy pattern. If you look at these traces that don't have any solder on them, you can see little lines running through them and all. And so I just soldered them all together. I know I used too much solder, but that's why.
But you paid over what kind of ammunition was in the box.
I believe it was like that when I got it. No, I didn't paint over it. I erased it. I took it off. It was sprayed on with yellow paint that would come off with alcohol. And I rubbed it off.
Yeah.
Yeah. You think I should have left the ammo stuff on there, the yellow writing?
I do on mine. I just like them. I've got several of these. I've used them for years for storage. They're hermetically sealed. Government probably pays $100 a piece or something for these, but they keep ammunition
They are.
from
They are.
corroding or anything. They're hermetically sealed. Got a real nice way to close it here and everything. Yeah, that's nice, John.
I should open this up once every few years and like clean it with a little alcohol or something.
Yeah, you should use it occasionally.
I do occasionally. And we had a thing at a little recording studio here in town.
Yeah.
Sort of a microphone shootout. Like everybody brought their best microphones and we plugged them in and everybody listened to everybody else's mic, and stuff like that. And I think I won the shootout with this one. And I was up against some, thousands of dollars of microphone, and they. But when I put that, when I plugged that one in, as soon as the sound of it came into the control room, everybody just went, ooh, yeah, and they hollered back into the studio. They said, creamy. it was declared creamy. So, then it does sound decent.
Video and audio production is fun, and you really get into the equipment and you start understanding what it is and why you need it.
Yeah. We've got some noise in the background today because I've got a fan running out there on a little bit higher speed than I would normally run it. And
It's called
That's it.
95 outside.
it is warm out today.
Only 95.
Fill the wormhole over there. Have you put the blue door?
Oh, it's hot. Yeah. Is the sun directly on that?
Yeah. Yeah, we need to. We need to insulate that. Somehow. Well, I just realized it's time to change the background. It was your CD. That
The
was
hum?
that was the vibration. Yeah,
There we go.
it was. Well, it might not have been really. I don't know.
The rotation of it, or just
It was it spinning that was setting up the vibrations. I wonder. What? I like that one.
Does your show run to 7, John?
It does.
Folks, you've got to 7 to get down here with the cookies. Let's go.
Let me see.
Yep. Chop, chop. We'll give you free tea. John has a number of DVDs over there.
Yeah. 420 rolls and various backgrounds and slideshows. A Microflex, huh?
Yep.
How cheaply have you seen one of these go for on eBay?
I was bidding on one that was like $30 or so.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to go somewhere and I didn't write it down to the end and got outbid.
That's what happens to all my
I
stuff.
got that one for less than 50, yeah. There's an art to winning stuff on eBay. You've got to know what it's worth, what you're willing to pay, and to be there at the end of the auction or
very
you get
right.
outbid.
and get ready.
Yeah.
I know.
And have the discipline to hold your finger if it goes over what you know it's worth.
Right. Right.
Now, see, I can't play with eBay because of things that happened in the past. But I really miss Yahoo auctions because they were getting interesting,
Yeah,
and then
I-
they
I
stopped
was-
the U.S. version.
I was on Yahoo auction as a seller for quite a while.
Oh.
And Amazon had a good auction, but
Do they not have those anymore?
eBay cleaned everybody's plow, essentially. I had auctions. I had my own auction software. I had 7 or 8 auctions on the internet for years back in the
There
late
was
90s.
something called what was it? Was something bid or bid something?
You bid?
Huh?
You bid?
No, not you bid.
BidPay or
It was like net bid or bid
Yeah.
net or bid something. I can't
well,
remember.
there's still a number of smaller players out there, but
Yeah, nothing compares
nobody
to the way
with the
eBay has.
traffic that eBay
Now,
has.
do you deal with just the U.S. eBay, or do you go down to the
I don't
Canadian?
know. I buy stuff in Hong Kong and
Yeah.
that 5-in-1 reflector I got. I paid less than $20 for it, but I think it's about $15 to get it mailed here from Hong
Yeah.
Kong.
Yeah. Well,
But it
that's where
was
you get
it's worth it. They're $40-50 if you try to buy them in a camera store locally or something for exactly the same thing. I got some filters out of Hong Kong not long ago too.
About how many hours in the average day do you spend on the computer? I'm thinking that you sit in front of that computer a lot of hours.
Yeah, day and night. Well, not the same computer. I have several, but yeah.
You just go from one to
Well,
the
you
next.
know that. You've been there, yeah. Seriously, I do. I'm good at using several computers at once. I get jobs running on a computer. When it starts slowing down, I go over to another computer.
Now, recently you said that you had a crash. Was that recently, or was it an older show I was watching? I thought I saw it like in the last week that you had a crash. Was that an older show?
Well, it was. I have crashes all the time
Do you?
because I use Windows, but it was minor, yeah.
Have there been some particularly vicious viruses lately running around or something? We
There
had
was one a couple 3 months ago.
we had a rash just run through our house just a few days ago, and it hit my. I think it hit my computer because I got 2 warnings that popped up that I had never seen before, and my roommate he's on an Apple, you know, and the next day his wouldn't start up, and he had to go in with the disk twice and repair it and stuff to
Well,
get it back
that-
up.
Really?
Yeah.
Apples don't usually get bothered by
I know.
viruses. Yeah, so I would suspect more maybe something dirty in the power. That's where a lot of my problems come from. Out where I live, they don't keep the lines as clean as they should. It used to be a lot worse than it is now.
Yes, and they don't tolerate some crazy spikes and stuff sometimes coming
Yeah,
through.
as a matter of fact,
Noise on the line.
years ago I was having computers and lights blow, and I insisted that the power company put a recorder on it for a couple of weeks, and they looked and there were spikes all over the place and brownouts and so forth. They said, yeah, we got a problem. So they put in a 3-phase line, and that took care of most of it. But now the population's got so big again, we're starting to have the same problems. I had several outages today, just brief stuff that the UPSs take care of, but still, I got a lot of expensive equipment I don't like when the power gets dirty.
Right.
I gotta get going, so I'm gonna go.
Yes, you're going to be late.
Well,
Well, we're glad you came. He brought cookies. He's okay.
yeah, I've dealing with
I
that
brought
one so
cookies.
far.
I'm okay. John was already here, so he didn't have that requirement.
I brought tea.
He brought tea.
Yeah, well, you should say hello to Marsha.
Okay. And
Are you going to video the graduation?
I'm videoing the graduation. There's actually many people that I know that are going to be there, so I'm doing it for multiple purposes, but I'm doing it mainly for me.
Uh-huh.
But there are other people that are going to want this, so
Uh-huh.
I'll do that. And
You have a high 8 camera, don't you?
I've got high 8, regular 8. I got DV cam,
Uh-huh.
and then of course film.
Do you not have a digital 8 though, do you? That's what I want. I want one of those high 8 digital 8 cameras.
Well,
I like those.
I've got one.
Do you? And you
I
don't
used
use
to
it.
have several. I kept one just in case
You had
there's
to
You never
please-
know.
something on my old tapes I wanted on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you always end up with you stay with a standard for a while.
Yeah.
And then you build up this huge library, and then you change your formats.
I know,
You got to have
that's-
something to bring them up
That's
to.
happened for a
So,
long
right.
time, yeah.
Because you never know when you're going to use that old footage over again, and
Yeah.
over and over and over.
Well, I used some footage I shot in 1968 recently.
Yeah.
So. My first movie. And it was filmed too. Super 8.
Yeah. Yeah, it's, believe it or not, it's making a
Milliliter.
comeback. I mean, this is now 2 years that they started remanufacturing here in the United
Really?
States.
Really?
Well, no more Kodachrome. It's electrochrome or black and white.
No more Kodachrome?
No more Kodachrome. No, because it's caustic for the air and the environment and all that other neat
They're
stuff.
not making Kodachrome anymore?
Oh,
Even
no.
35 millimeter? They make, surely.
There's some out there, but I know the chemical process has been thrown to the wayside.
Really?
You may wanna
Kodachrome?
yeah. It's been a few years. It's been about 6 years really that they've been trying to wipe it out. Now people have some left, and you can have some done like in Sweden and Russia and
Uh-huh.
Germany. You can still have it done. I mean, there are still local labs around that still will process it, but it's now a specialty.
Uh-huh.
You know, and things that used to be everyday, ordinary.
Is Kodachrome, is Kodachrome basically the same thing that Technicolor did?
Well, it was the multi-layer dye process, so
Yeah.
basically. But you know, I still love Ektachrome no matter what. It had that warm feel. You know, you got total control feel.
Yeah.
You know, Kodachrome was fake and customary. I don't know how you, like an old postcard that you knew it didn't quite look right. I know what I mean.
Yeah. What kind of film camera do you have?
Oh, I've got lots, but I still keep going back to my Yashicas. No matter what Nikon or Minoltas I got, or old Olympuses, I still go back to my Yashicas.
You talking about still cameras? Or-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but as far as
had
film, I have many
I had a
Minoltas with a
Yashica mat.
turrets,
Yeah. I had a Yashica mat.
two and a quarter.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
took real good photographs. I used it in Vietnam.
They never die. Now I have
Yeah.
I used to call it Soligor. I have an older one from, I'd say it was 1951 and 52, because my mom and dad used to use them. But something happened to one of the leaf shutters at one point, and
Yeah.
it's not rust, but it's like a copal shutter that sort of like didn't want to finish off.
I had a speed graphic for years too. I just sold it recently. on
Did you?
eBay. Yeah, 5
I still
and a
have. I built a 4x5 back in
Yeah, 4x5,
78,
yeah. 4x5.
77. I built that. It was
quarter.
I think it was named a Bender,
Yeah. Yeah.
but it was designed by some people from Calumet, and it was. I still have it. I could still use it. I just don't that often. But I mean, I can. I miss the 4x5.
I still got my roll developers and plates and stuff for 4x5, which I'll never use again.
Well, but you never know. You
Yeah,
never
I
know.
never
Same
know,
thing with the
yeah.
Polaroid backings. You may not have anything compatible nowadays, but you never know when you're going to pull it out.
Yeah,
And if you have any Studebaker parts, you never know when they're going to work with something else sometime.
that's right.
Well, as you know, I have my Speed Graphic Junior.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is
I loved my speed graphic.
2 and a
I
quarter
took
by
some-
3 and a quarter.
I took some really neat photos with it too.
And I have I've got 2 Nikons and a Canon.
Cannons are good.
I like Canons.
I carried a Canon all through Vietnam, and it had fungus growing inside of it. It still shot great photos.
My favorite Canon is the A1. Canon A1 is my
Yeah. I had an FX, and I still got a Canon. I forget the model number, but I
I've got
used
like
it for
an
years.
AE1 or something, you know.
I bought one in a new Canon, and mainly because fungus finally ate through the shutter cloth on the old one. In like '84 or something, I sold hundreds of photos from it when I was doing freelance work. I mean, it paid for itself zillions of times.
I bet, yeah.
See, and the new cameras now, I mean, the new 35s, I don't know if it's because they just feel fake or they're not weighty, but they're not real.
Yeah,
They're not
well,
real. I don't care if you go out and get the 12.9 megapixel super blah, blah, blah. It's not the same.
Well,
But it is-
I've always wanted a Hasselblad, and if I could find one cheap, I'd buy it today just to have it.
Just to have it, that's right.
They left some on the moon, you know. I keep trying to figure a way to go get them. But what I always used to say when I was doing professional photography is, and my friends all had Nikons, I'd say Nikons cost a lot of loot, but it takes a Canon to shoot.
Well, I like my Nikons, but my favorite is that A1.
Yeah,
Camera.
A1's a good camera, yeah,
I always liked it.
yeah.
Well, I'll see you later.
All right.
I'll tell Masha to say hey. And maybe she'll be by again soon. I think. I'm not sure. I can't promise.